I'm BabyChiefDoit, aka Big Zoo, and I just jumped off the porch again with Dirty Glove Bastard. Slack, bow.
Ain't nobody gon' with us, ain't no one-on-ones, you getting jumped like double dutch, cuz gon' come with one, I'm gon' come with one, bro gon' swing.
All right, so we got the one and only BabyChiefDoit back on Off the Porch for the second time, man. Welcome back, bro.
I appreciate you for having me again.
Nah, absolutely, man.
For sure, for sure.
Like your first interview, we was just talking, man. It's a classic, bro. I'm still getting comments to this day on it. I still see the views going up on it,
Yeah,
man.
nah, they most definitely always come past my.
Oh, you good, man.
For sure.
We'll live. So it is release day, bro. RAMBO out right now, man.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling, bro, to finally give this album to the fans, bro?
I feel refreshed. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been dealing with the project for so long. It's just a lot of weight off my back. Like for a long time, I couldn't even make new music because I was still dealing with the same body of work. And I just feel like a new person. Like I feel like the whole project was just a part of my life. You feel me? So I'm kind of like moving on now. You know,
Okay.
I'm breaking free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why was there such a delay? We're talking about, you probably worked on this probably a year, right? Maybe a little longer?
No, for sure. I started working on this project April of last year. So
True.
yeah. And really, with the delay, I was just trying to get it to be the best. Like I definitely came close to dropping it like plenty of times.
I saw a couple different release dates through the months.
For sure. Yeah, that shit was definitely supposed to come out plenty of different times, and there's plenty of different versions of the project out there. But I prayed that this project would be the best version of itself before I released it, you feel me? So I just think it was all part of God's plan, you feel me? Each delay, something greater happened, you know, after every delay.
Yeah.
Better songs came out, better versions of songs came out, you feel me? So it all needed to happen.
Oh yeah, because you talked about in our first interview, like basically being a perfectionist when it comes to your music. Like you'll go back and you'll work on a song for like 2 weeks sometimes.
For sure.
Which I feel like in your generation, these other artists ain't doing that, man.
For sure. Nah, yeah, I could probably go in my phone and look at each file of every song that's on the album, and it's probably 20 versions of each song.
20 versions?
Honestly, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
With different lyrics, different beats, different, you know, I just changed a lot. I went back in on everything at least 5 times.
Oh wow, shoot.
For sure.
So was there a point in this process where you're like, all right, this is it. This is what we rolling with. I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and get this out to the people, man.
After every version, I said that. I promise you I did. We had that conversation so many times. It's finally done. But I feel like the high you get when you in the studio and you just did this version is different from when you listen to it when you get home.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So
then you start overthinking like, oh, I could have did this a little different or something, right?
Bro, but and a lot of times I don't like to overthink, but because of everything that went into this project, I felt like I had to give it my all. Like I didn't want to, you know, do any less than I could have did. You feel me? So yeah, I definitely did a lot of overthinking with this. I ain't gonna lie, but I honestly feel like it was worth it. I ain't gonna lie, and I really wanted to take longer with the project, but I just wanted to get it off for the sake of everything that I had going on. You know, we had just did Rolling Loud. You feel me? So I felt like the time was now.
Absolutely, man.
You know?
Yeah. And so, do you have a tradition, like a routine when you drop a project? Like, do you stay up, until midnight and kind of listen to it with the fans and everything?
Sure. Yeah, most definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan myself. Like that's the whole thing about like how I make music, how I choose music, and how I create what I create. I'm a fan of it. You feel me? I love it. So yeah, I was definitely up, and I definitely listened to it from beginning to end. I probably listened to it 3 times since it came out.
For real?
Yeah, top to bottom.
Yo.
I just let it play all the way through.
And what feedback are you seeing from the fans, man?
Greatness. You know, I ain't really looked too much at it. I be kind of nervous just a little bit. I don't like to drown in the comments, but it's been great feedback. But I expect nothing less. You feel me? I put way too much into this for it to be any less than bigger than big.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the top comments I saw on your post when you dropped it is, it was worth the wait. I'm sure as an artist, that's got to feel good too.
It definitely did. I ain't gonna lie, because I was expecting a lot of. I feel like no matter what, like even with the biggest artists, no matter what somebody put out, it's always gonna be some negative feedback, no matter what.
Of course, yeah.
You feel me? But I haven't seen none. I haven't seen nobody say that this shit is mid, he took too long, none of that. Which is low-key what I was expecting, even though I know it's great music.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know it's perfection for me. It was most definitely 98% where I wanted it to be. Like I could have took a little bit longer with it.
Man, what 2% would you change then, man?
I'm not gonna say it only because I feel like it's gonna affect the opinion of others when they listen to it. You know, so.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's definitely some little shit that I could have changed. You know.
All right, we're gonna get back to the album in a second, man. But man, I just want to talk about your growth, your rise as an artist this past year and a half since you last sat on the porch.
Yeah.
And you talked about like you didn't want to be famous, man. So let me ask, how have you been dealing with the fame, you know, as your career continues to take off like it has this past year and 2 years?
How do I deal with the fame? I don't know. I just deal with it. Like really, like I don't know. I just take it as is. Like, I've learned a lot throughout, and I've set like certain boundaries up mentally to like where certain stuff doesn't affect me. Like, I know like one of the thing that makes me look sideways at like the circumstance of what I am to other people is like how they don't really look at me as a human. You feel me? So that, I'm not gonna say it bothers me, but that's the shit that make me like, damn, it's kind of weird. But I don't necessarily hold it against nobody. Like, I don't know. I just take everything in with grace and forgiveness as far as like anybody going past those boundaries that I set, because some people just don't know how to deal with, I guess, a celebrity or anything. Even though I look at myself, I look in the mirror and I see a regular person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just take everything in as is. Life been great. I'm grateful for everything that I've got.
Yeah. And how you deal when you get recognized out in public too, man?
I like it. I like it way more now, just to see the excitement on people's faces when they see me, even though it's still like, why are you excited by me? You know? I love it though, especially now that I'm like not in Chicago no more.
Yeah.
You know, so I got used to it though, for sure.
You feel like you get more love outside of Chicago?
I get love everywhere. I get just as much love in Chicago as anywhere, but I definitely it'd be a little more hate, a little more envy. You feel me? That's what they say. Home is what a hate is.
Absolutely, yeah.
But even with that, I don't hold that against nobody. You feel me? It is what it is.
Yeah.
Still love. I love everybody. You know.
Yeah, man, we got a couple milestones we got to talk about, man. Let's start with this. Went West.
For sure.
Went crazy, bro. Let's just talk about the inspiration for the song when you made it. You did the beat on this one, man. Break down how you made this song.
All right, I gotta go way back. So we're gonna go back to April of 2025 when I first started working on the project. You know who Tanner is, right? So I went to the studio with Tanner, and that was my first time meeting him. I was supposed to do a song for him, and he ended up leaving me in the studio by myself. So I ended up making Ghetto Love Story that night, and the engineer was Questionizer Beats, the producer.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up meeting him. Fast forward, I ended up going to the studio with Questionizer, back to back to back to back. He was my recording engineer. Now my manager, Fred, ended up pulling him to the side after one session and was like, yo, I want you to teach him how to make beats. Because you know how last time we talked, I was saying that it's so hard for me to find beats.
You're very picky when it comes to it, yep.
And that's a problem that never went away from me. I promise you, it never got no better. But Yeah, so next time we went to the studio, Questionizer was like, today I'm gonna teach you how to make beats. And I'm like, I ain't really feeling that today. I wanna record, you feel me? I wanna rap. That's what I do. And he like, I'm gonna just show you the basics and you can just play around with it. So he showing me a little 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And he passed me the keyboard. He like, just play around with the keyboard. Anyway, after touching this and touching that and touching this, I'm hearing something that I like, you know? Anyway, that melody that I played on the keyboard was the Win West melody.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
So your first time basically trying this shit.
For sure.
You struck gold.
Yeah.
Literally.
1,000%. Literally. And yeah, we just kept massaging and adding this, adding that, playing this. And then as I'm walking around, pacing back and forth in the studio, I'm like, damn, this hard. I want you to add a piano at the beginning. And that's how the dun, 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 dun. That's how that came about. And yeah, I went straight in the booth and I got to it.
So you didn't write that? You just kind of went off the top?
No, I definitely wrote it, but
okay.
you know, it was more of a write 8 bars, come out the studio, listen to it some more, write 8 bars. You know, I did it quick just because the energy was so wrong. The words just like, you know, fall out of me. Mm-hmm. I feel like that perfect sound that I be looking for, those beats that I be itching for, I don't have to take as much time writing with because I feel like it just comes out of me. Like that, the energy and the beat pulls those words and those feelings out of me without having to do too much thinking or overthinking at all. But yeah, and we made it that night. And this was probably about 4 days before Summer Smash. And I remember the night before Summer Smash, it was me, my DJ, and my manager, and we sitting at the table in the hotel lobby. And we like, should we do that new song tomorrow? And we all decided, yeah, let's do it.
Which is kind of a risk for an artist too.
For sure.
Because you want everyone up there singing your song. So if you're performing something they never heard.
Especially at a festival.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
I could see if it was my show, but no, but like I know for a fact that certain energies and certain melodies just resonate in the spirit without, you know, like it's you can't question it, it's undeniable, you feel me? No matter whether you know the words or you know the song, you gon' feel it, you know? You got to. It's nothing you can do about it. You can't avoid it, no matter how hard you try to say this shit trash. It's hard. It's not. You feel me? So I definitely took a big gamble on that stage, but I got faith in what I do, 1,000%. Like, I don't create to please anybody else but myself. I'm the audience, I'm the core audience, you feel me? I'm the audience I'm trying to reach. So I know if I love it, if I feel it, somebody else gotta feel it. It might not be everybody, somebody gotta feel it, you feel me? So went on stage, talked about the album, you know, let them know that I made my first beat. And then boom, he dropped the beat. Free out the Catholic said, like, ain't last time, I want her to be my, boom, just like that. And everybody went crazy. But I don't think I noticed, like, how crazy it went until I watched the playback once I got home. And then that's when I posted that screen recording and it went viral everywhere. And nah, it's history.
We went gold on this, huh?
Yeah.
Did you expect that? I know you knew it was a big song, but did you expect it, you know? I think this was your first one that went gold, or did the Viper win gold
Viper
first?
Went gold first. Did I expect it? I don't know. I don't necessarily have expectations when it comes to results on how my music performs, just because what if it doesn't?
Yeah, it's kind of out of your hands at that point, you know?
At that point, it's beyond me. It's up to the man upstairs on how big he wanted to get. And you know, even if it don't get to where I want it to be, it's not a loss. You feel me? I still made the best music possible. It did what it was supposed to.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I didn't expect it to go Billboard, though. I did not expect it to chart. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, peaked at like number 71 or something, I think.
Yep, 71. So yeah, that's crazy. Yep.
And speaking of festivals, Rolling Loud, you just probably had the most viral performance this past Rolling Loud, man.
For sure.
Man, talk about that experience, man.
That one was different. I don't know what about it made it so different, but the energy out there was like much more intense than I've ever felt before. Like, I remember riding the little caddy, the little cart to the stage, and I remember just seeing this thick ass crowd. I'm talking this way back here, and I got on stage. But once I got out there, it's like, they was like ants. It was so many people. Like, it was so many people. And I don't know. I was lost for words. I almost cried though. Like in the middle of singing, everybody gonna dance, but like first 45 seconds out there, I almost cried. And like, it turned me up so bad that I lost all my breath that first song. So I was winded after the first song, but I don't know that the love out there was, like, I felt every single bit of it. Mm-hmm. And I'd never been in front of a crowd that big that had been there for me. You know, like really, like everybody came all the way over there for me. And I know that for a fact because after I got off stage, she was empty.
Really, everyone left?
Empty. Everybody left. And that was so crazy to me. And because when we did Summer Smash with Went West, I already knew I could do it. The unreleased thing, I could do it. You feel me? I knew that energy was undeniable. So that's when we did Game 6.
Okay.
Game 6 went stupid, crazy, ballistic. Another one that I produced myself with Questionizer. But yeah, the energy out there was unreal.
Yeah, I was going to ask, I know you probably rehearse a lot for these shows and festivals, but when you get up there, how much does that just go away and you just kind of live in the moment?
Nah, I don't rehearse at all.
Oh, you don't rehearse at all, really?
I only rehearsed one time in my life.
Huh.
I promise you, only once. I did it once for the first Rolling Loud, and I've never rehearsed again.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna start rehearsing. I really feel like I don't do like half the stuff that I could be doing, and that's not a bad thing because I'm doing great. That's how you know, like, I'm only exerting 10% of my talent. Mm-hmm. You feel me? If I was in the studio all day, every day, if I was rehearsing all day, every day, I could be a beast right now and I could shut everything down if I really wanted to, but I'm being merciful, you feel me? You know, I'm letting everybody else eat too. But yeah, I really get out there and naturally have a good time and naturally rock the crowd just because I feel like that's who BabyChiefDoit is. That's my image, that's my character, it's me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm not trying to sell you a persona or a certain gimmick, you feel me? I'm giving you me. What I am when I walk on that stage is who I am when I go home, you feel me? So if you can love me as a person, shit, then you loving BabyChiefDoit, you know? That's all.
Yeah, because there's such a a bad stigma about new artists. They have no stage presence. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to perform. And then I always point like, watch BabyChiefDoit perform.
Sure.
You're gonna get that opinion out your head real quick too, man.
No, for sure. Yeah, everything about it is just authenticity. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in God. You feel me? I believe everything happens for a reason. So if I'm on the stage, I'm on the stage for a reason. I'm not on the stage worried about what if they don't feel the vibe. I'm here for a reason. You feel me? All of us are in this building because it was meant to be. I was meant to be on the stage. So y'all have to love me. You feel me? It's no choice. So, yeah, that's just me. It's all just me being me.
Yeah. Something that stuck out, I think it was your first tour, and you opened up, I think it was in Boston or something, and you performed with like no shoes and no socks. But the energy in there was just from that clip that you posted, it was like, it was insane, man.
Yeah.
It's like you had been doing this your whole life, you know?
Not at all. That's crazy. Yeah, I have only been performing since, November 2024? But yeah, everything I do, it's all just me.
Yeah. Let's go back to RAMBO, man.
Yeah.
Explain the title, the acronym for RAMBO, man.
So RAMBO stands for Rise Against My Broken Odds. You feel me? And just to further define that, that's overall just explaining like me coming out on top of everything that the world is trying to throw at me to stop me that was meant to break me. You feel me? I'm still standing tall, you know. Yep, that's what RAMBO means.
What do you feel like are some of the biggest odds that were stacked against you that you've beaten so far, man?
The biggest odds, what was the biggest? I feel like the biggest thing that, the heaviest burden that I had to deal with was kind of like fake losing passion for music. And I didn't necessarily lose passion for music as if like I didn't like it no more. It's that I felt like I couldn't do it no more because I was just drained of all the energy in me. Like I feel like I just put so much of my energy into so many other things, like just people, you know, trying to look out for friends, you feel me, partying, you know, this, that, and the third. I feel like I low-key let the world just like take everything I had to the point where I had nothing for myself, mentally and even spiritually. And really just having to come back from that. And how I did come back from that, I really just had to put a pause in everything and isolate, and get right with myself and get right with God. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That was the biggest thing for me though, like, because music, for me, was all I've ever had. Like, I've never had dreams of being a basketball player, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, none of that shit. I've never aspired to do anything positive in this world besides music. Like, so once I felt like that kind of derailed, it was like I was just lost. And everybody around me, like, that I spent so much time trying to put energy in and, you know, make sure everybody else was straight. I feel like nobody had me when I was, you know, on my ass fucked up at that point. So I feel like that's the biggest thing I had to overcome. But I throughout that time, I really learned a lot. Yep.
And when was that? Like, how long ago was that where you kind of lost your passion?
That was probably like right after we did that interview.
Really?
Like,
because you had just dropped the album, I think like the next day after that interview too.
Yeah, it was probably like going into November where like shit started to go downhill for me. November, December, January, February, March. Yep, those were like the worst fucking 5 months of my life. I ain't gonna lie, honestly. Cause I was just like, I was just in a hole. Like, music was the only positive thing that's ever made me feel alive. You feel me? And once I felt like I couldn't do that, I don't know. I kind of like just drowned in my sorrow. The bullshit. Yeah.
And then you came out on the other side with Went West though.
No, for sure. Yeah, that was definitely what brought me back. And I ain't gonna lie, ever since then, like, I feel like nothing could stop me. Cause I'm telling you, like, I was dead. Like, literally, I felt like I died when I lost that light inside me. So like, to come back from that, I feel invincible now, honestly. Yeah.
And did you open up about that, like with your manager or family or anything too?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The close people around me, yeah. And you know, the people who could see it on me, like see the shit that I was doing, like my best friend pulled me to the side. It was like, all right, bro, you gotta chill. Like, and that's what really shook me up, because that motherfucker don't tell nobody chill. He the one who never chill. So, you know.
You knew he was kind of.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta get my shit together. Yeah.
And before Rambo, it was going to be called 2612, right?
Yeah, originally it was 2612. I just felt like for where the music was headed, because 2612 was about to come out, of course, and then, but the music we made after that, I feel like it had evolved so much that 2612 just wasn't powerful enough. Like, I feel like it didn't necessarily explain what the music was. Like, 2612 is cool. You know, that's zoo life, you feel me? But I feel like the story of the music and the point of life I was in just needed a bigger frame, a bigger picture, you know? And Rambo, which is really my nickname. That's what people call me, like, day to day. But I don't know. That's just what it became. Rise Against My Broken Odds, and it all made sense in the end. Like, that's why I speak on alignment so much, because I really just feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, just certain shit just be meant to happen, you know? So, yeah.
Would you use 2612 as a title in the future, or is that?
2612 is actually like a whole nother project. Like,
okay.
It's still music left over from 2612. Like, it's just put to the side, you know?
So it may or may not come out.
Yeah, may not.
Understood that. Now let's talk about the sound on Rambo too, because I feel like you really elevated your sound on here. They can't call you just a drill rapper anymore after hearing that shit, bro. Was that intentional going in to kind of, you wanted a different sound for this?
Yeah, I feel like not only was this project meant to low-key like explain my story and me, you know, coming back from that downhill in my life, but it's also like a big fuck you to everybody, and for a lot of different reasons. Like, I feel like a lot of people, I just didn't want people to put me in a box. I don't like being called a drill rapper. I don't even like being called a rapper at all. I ain't glad that shit low-key like hurts my heart when I hear people say like, ain't you that rapper? No, fuck no. I feel like in all aspects, I'm an artist. Like, even outside of music, like, I feel like the word creative is what I cling to rather than rap. You know, like, creativity is, I think, I'm not gonna say that's my gift, but that's what I reach for, that's what I want. I want to be creative, I want to create, I want to make stuff, you feel me? So overall, I just wanted to push the sound and the image, you know, from the visuals, from the beats, from even what I'm rapping about or how I rap, you know. I just wanted to push the boundaries and let everybody know, fuck you, I can do what I want, you know? Yeah.
And who were some of the producers that you had on here that helped shape that sound?
So of course I'm gonna say me. Questionizer played a big part in this. Charlie Heat played a great part in this. Emerald, Fox, Why You So Godly, of course, he did. Animals Only, the whole Animals Only project, damn near. So, you know, I had to get back to my roots one time for the fun time. And I ain't gonna lie, a couple of those beats came from YouTube.
For real?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What type beat did you search for?
So, On the Run is a O'Deal and Rima type beat. And The Story of Jane is a Nine Vicious type beat.
Really?
Hell yeah. Like, even as far as that, like, the whole process of making this project, when producers would link up with me and say, yo, I got beats, I would always say, don't send me beats that are for me. Send me beats that you would send to an R&B singer or to a fucking pop star or a rock star. You know, shit like that. Just to open up that box, you feel me? Like, just to break free and do other shit. Yeah.
What's one of the newest songs on there? Because I'm sure you kept tweaking this too, man.
The last song, the newest song on there is Get High.
Really?
That was the last song I did for the project.
Love the sample on there.
Yeah,
man.
hell yeah. No,
Classic,
I love that
man.
motherfucker too. That's Charlie Heat's work. What's crazy is me and him followed each other on Instagram for a long time. And I always knew who he was as a producer, but his Instagram name is different, so I never knew who the fuck he was. But his birthday came around, and I seen somebody was like, yo, happy birthday, Charlie Heat. And I'm like, oh shit, that's him? Yo, let's work. You know? Yeah, and we ended up going down to LA, and I ended up getting up with him out there, and we worked for about a week straight. We did RAMBO, Get High, Y'all Can't Kill Me. And we did more music, I just didn't put it on the project. But yeah, Get High, and that's one of my favorite songs off the project too. And yeah, I did one version of Get High in LA, and then I scrapped it and did a whole nother song. And that's the Get High we got today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
No, that shit banging too, man. Yeah.
appreciate you. What's your favorite song off the project?
So out of the newer ones, Live by the Gun.
Live by the Gun? Yeah, for sure. All right.
I fuck with that, man.
I fuck with the
I still
beat
gotta
on it.
live with it, man. It's only been 12 hours though.
For sure.
But I felt like that was one of my favorite ones. And Give Me a Kiss too. That shit's on it too, bro.
That's crazy. Those are my least favorite songs.
For real.
My least favorite songs off the project. I feel like, every song on the project is great music. But the first 5 songs are like older,
Okay.
you know? So, you know, I'm always love the newer music, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, Game 6, actually Live by the Gun and Game 6 I wrote when I was 14. I wrote that when my
Really?
freshman year of high school.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah. Cause I was like, during the process of trying to like make the music, I wanted to go back to a time where I was feeling a certain way, like just certain emotions, you feel me? I can't fake my emotion when I write music. If I wanna write hard shit, I gotta be feeling on some hard shit, you feel me? I gotta be feeling on some tough shit. Then I was on some real tough shit, you know? So I had to go back and dig deep and salvage out of that, so yeah.
So for Game 6, you already had the lyrics and kind of just built the beat around it then?
Nah,
Or you just made the beat and felt like these lyrics kind of match it?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what it was, like the beat for Game 6, we made it, and I just needed that vibe. I needed that, you know, that and I had that motherfucker in, you know. I'm a little bit nicer now, I'm a sweet soul now. So yeah.
How did the song NY get created?
And why? Literally just bullshitting in the studio. I was in New York with Cash Cobain,
Okay.
and we did a song for his project, which he needs to fucking drop. That motherfucker raw. And we did Attitude Problems with me and him. And then the next studio session, I had met B-Jax. Cause I was there for a couple days, we went to the studio every night. I met B-Jax and Zeddy Will ended up pulling up. And we just in there kicking it, talking shit, and Zeddy like, yo, let's do something. So I'm going through my phone, you know, looking at beats that producer sent, and he ended up picking the beat for NY. And B-Jack's just like, fuck it, let me get in on that too. And yeah, he went first, shit. Then Zeddy went, and I went. And shit went again. I ain't gonna lie, it was just good times, good vibes, good energy in there. You know, I love my New Yorkians for sure.
And you got a line on there. Did Granny really tell you to go date a white girl, man? Yeah. She did? Yeah. Why'd she tell you that?
Shit. Long story. But yeah, just great vibes, that's all. For sure, I love that song. That's definitely one of my favorites too. Yeah. I just like that beat. It give me like Missy Elliott, Timbaland vibes, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The most personal song on there is this Dear Jonathan record, man. And talk about this one, the inspiration for this one, man.
So, of course, the song was written about my father who got killed when I was 2 years old. I wrote the song originally without the beat. It was supposed to be like a poem, but the overall like vision of the song is it's a letter to my father. You feel me? Who I have like no memory of because he died when I was so young. So it's just me talking about, you know, all the different questions I've had because like I've never spoken to my father. I've never had the chance to say, hey dad, or, you know, this, that, and the third. I only know based off of pictures and based off of other people's memories and what they say. And you know, it's just me saying like, I don't really know you, like, I'm just asking different questions, you know, that I would ask if I could ask. But I'm frustrated because I can't ask. And that was a bar. That was Rose here right there. But yeah. It was a tough song though. And we ended up doing the beat way later on. Originally, it was supposed to be, you know, Talk to Him by Young Jeezy. Yeah. Yeah, so it was supposed to be that beat, but we ended up redoing it, of course. But yeah. My favorite part about that song though was really just like letting people around me hear it, you know, just to see how deep it resonated in their spirit, you feel me? Like people crying, you know, because everybody can relate to it. Like a lot of people around me like grew up without no father, you feel me? And I feel like that song is medicine to others. It was medicine to me, you know, like just off the strength of me playing that song to my family. Like I feel like it generated a lot of answers that I was looking for, that, you know, just a bunch of conversations that we never had, you know, about my father. And yeah.
Was it very emotional just even recording that song or writing it?
Yeah, for sure. No, writing it for sure. Writing it was definitely, writing it was the hardest part. I cried during writing it. You know, I recorded it in the dark in the studio, turned all the lights off. And the motherfucking recording engineer, Rome, he was crying while recording it.
That's it.
You feel me? So yeah, it was definitely an emotional, the whole day, like after we recorded, like riding home, we played in the car, everybody in the car crying. You feel me? So yeah, it's definitely emotional as shit.
I'm sure it was therapeutic though, kind of get those emotions out.
No, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I love a good cry. Love to cry. I be needing it. You feel me? Yep. I think just as men, it's good to cry. At least every now and then, you know. Cry, get them tears off, and get back to it. You know.
No, real shit. What type of stories did you hear about your dad? Whether it's from your family and everything. Like what type of person was he?
This is just like me. Really bright energy, bright smile, funny, good looking dude. You know what I mean? I see where I get it from. Yeah. That's really it. I don't want to get into too much detail.
Yeah.
You know.
Moving on, we got YK Niece and BunnaB.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that happen, bro?
Let's see. How did that happen? I've known Bunna for a long time.
Okay.
Like quite a while. I've probably known her since, like, she been around for a while. She always like just used to be around, you know. We had a familiar crowd, and yeah, she turned up on their ass. You feel me? She turned up on everybody, you know. How did I meet YK? I don't know, but I made the song. YK pulled up the studio, made the song. She made her verse, and then Bunna was in the other room in the same studio.
Okay.
And we went over there. Was like, motherfucker, you gotta get on this. She was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And we made a motherfucking banger. Shit.
That shit could be a hit, bro.
Yeah, hell, nah, I fuck with that song.
Yeah.
I fuck with they verses hard. I ain't gonna lie, they was talking some shit on that. Hell yeah. For sure, for sure.
What was the inspiration for Apple of My Eye?
Apple of My Eye. I was talking to this girl. Yeah. What's crazy? I was on the phone with her while I was recording. I'm like, I'm gonna make a song about you, just on some bullshit. I was really playing in the studio, like just on some bullshit. I'm like, I'm gonna make a song about you, and I'm rapping that shit. Ooh. And I just get to singing, you're the apple of my eye. And I'm like, damn, this shit raw. And it got stuck in my head. And I promise you, like, it wasn't intended to be like a actual song. Like, that shit wasn't gonna be on the album. That was just some bored playing around shit. But I finished it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm throwing it on there. You know? Yeah. That shit. It's all in the past.
So that's you singing on it?
Nah, hell yeah, that's
Okay.
me. 1,000%. 1,000%. No auto-tune either. That's me, raw vocals. You know? Yeah, hell yeah. I love that song though. And yeah, what's crazy, I was supposed to have Tizo Touchdown was supposed to sing the hook.
Really?
After I did it, and he did sing the hook, but he sent it back through email, and I never checked my email. So I delivered the album without even fucking seeing that he sent back
real?
the hook. So I fucked up on that one. Shout out Tizo though, I ain't gonna lie, he killed that motherfucker too. He did.
You think you'll ever drop that version then, or?
Probably.
Go deluxe on it, man.
Hell yeah, that motherfucker's raw though. But I did my little 1-2 singing too, you know, a little something, Yeah.
What music video should we expect from the album?
All of them. I ain't gonna lie, I think I want to shoot a video to damn near every single one. I know I really want to shoot On the Run, like Bad. That's my favorite song off the album. Like, that's my favorite fucking song.
Why is that one of your favorite right now?
Just cause it means so much to me. Like, I feel like On the Run is Rise Against My Broken Eyes, because the song is about breaking free from everything that could ever hold you back, you know, in any aspect. Like, I say, what the fuck did I say in that song? I say, nigga, what you know about pain? What you know about being stuck in a cage? What you know about never having no dreams? What you know about finding passion until somebody come around and put out your flame? What you know about niggas saying you can't? You walk around feeling like the man until they convince you ain't. What you know about all the love being fake and all these niggas and these bitches come around for a slice of the cake? You feel me? And that's, you know, just me talking about life. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of fake shit. It's a lot of, I've definitely dealt with a lot of people thinking I was crazy, like, just like off the strength of my ideas and shit. Like, the shit that I be trying to do a lot of off the wall shit, but that's me, you know? And nobody, a lot of people think what they've never seen happen before is crazy or it's impossible, you know? Nobody gonna fall in love with some shit that they don't even think is real, you know. So it was just up to me to say fuck y'all and take initiative and do what I'm doing. And that's all I've ever done, like all I've ever done throughout my career, like every achievement that I've ever hit was just me doing what I want to do, you feel me? Like, even with the song Nachos from the first project, like my best friend told me, blood, this shit ain't it, this shit garbage. You feel me? And that's one of my biggest songs. My grandma said she ain't like my braids at first. I'm like, grandma, hold on, you just gotta wait till I get my hair cut. I'm gonna be back in the game, I'm gonna change the game. You feel me? And now my braids is my signature, like. And I love everybody for that, like I understand that, you feel me? Motherfuckers ain't gonna pick up what you putting down always, but I gotta do me at the end of the day, you feel me? And I just hope to hold that mirror up to other people and show people that you can do what the fuck you want. Like, and you can be great. Spread your wings and fly. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's my goal in life. Like I just wanna continue to unlock the creative genius in everybody else. Cause I feel like everybody has their own gift and their own, you know, superpower. It's just for you to look in the mirror and unlock it, you know? But don't be surprised if motherfuckers look at you some type of way. But I feel like if you gotta dim your light in order to please other people, these is not people you should be around. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes people gotta go. I done dealt with a lot of that. Like throughout my career with every elevation came separation. Like I done had to detach from a lot of shit. And that's why I was saying that now that this project is out, I feel like a different person because the person that was going through all that is dead. Somebody shot him, he's gone. You feel me? I'm a new person now. I've developed more. I look at life differently, you feel me? I prioritize different shit. All the shit, I'm not looking back, you feel me? Some certain shit just gotta get left behind because other motherfuckers don't wanna grow. Some people is cool with, you feel me, staying where they are. Not me, I wanna go up. You know, not even with the money and the music and shit. I wanna go up as a person. I wanna continue to grow and evolve. I forgot what the point was. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But what was the question?
I don't even remember the question, but I know where you were going with this. And it's really just trusting your gut and your vision, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's your art at the end of the day.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, man, just trust your gut. You feel me? That's why I got here. Before, that's how I got 1 fan, 2 fan, 3 fan, you feel me? Just trusting my gut, you know?
And most geniuses get called crazy anyway.
1,000%.
Because people don't see the vision. Then once the great idea is birthed and everyone sees it, like, oh shit, he was right all along.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then everybody else wanna jump on the train, you feel me, and ride the wave. But and the cycle repeats. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like even the greatest people in this game, like the Kanye's, like they still fucking doing shit outside of the box, and people are still looking at him like, what the fuck is he doing? Even though they've already done this great shit. Like I don't necessarily want nobody to expect for them to do great shit and prove people wrong and get their flowers. What's that fucking quote they say? People don't get their flowers until they dead, some shit like that. But yeah, like, but it's just for you to keep doing you. That's all. Keep doing you.
Well said, bro. We got tours starting next month. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I can't wait for that shit. Now I'm gonna actually rehearse for this.
It's like going to rehearse for this.
I ain't gonna lie. Just off the strength of me wanting to do different shit. Like this is my first tour, so I want this tour to be different from any other show. You feel me? Like it's gonna be people on this tour that have already been to one of my shows before. I done probably already been to the city, you know, did my little one too. I want them to go to this, have been to this concert, had a great time, but and then go to this concert on a tour, and it feel like a whole different show. You know, like I don't want them to feel like they seeing the same thing twice. I want, or at least a more polished version of that same thing, or more evolved. You know, different songs, different style, different stage presence. You know, just different shit. You know, so me and the team gonna work really hard on, you know, just making this tour as special as possible. And because this project means so fucking much to me, this shit, I'm gonna put my all into it, always and forever.
I'll be at the Atlanta show, bro.
Got to.
We turn it up,
You
man.
know you good. You know you good, family. Yeah.
So, man, I'm sure the goals have changed since the last interview, man. What's some new goals you got set for yourself, man?
Get better every day. I ain't gonna lie. If I get 1% better every day, I'm 365% better than I was by the end of the year. You feel me? So I just want to get better, and that don't even have to be with music. I'm talking about in life, mentally, spiritually, physically. I want to grow however I can. Take it day by day, learn more, ask questions, be curious. You know, I just want to do whatever I can to further push the boundaries and be somewhat of a role model to other people. Yeah. But as far as like analytics, I don't have no goals. Oh, I want this album to chart. Oh, I want to get a fucking million gold plaques. I want fucking 3 Go-Yard bags of Chrome Heart. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, you know? I don't prioritize none of that shit. As long as I'm continuously building myself up, I'm good. I'm happy.
Nah, real shit, man.
Yeah.
Definitely on your way, too, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you, dog.
Any shout-outs you want to give before we wrap it up, man?
First, I want to shout out God, 'cause God did, not me. Second, I want to shout out my mama. I want to shout out my grandma. I want to shout out my brother. I want to shout out my uncle, my aunties, my cousins. You feel me? I want to shout out my grandparents, all of them. You feel me? I want to shout out the homies. I want to shout out the guys. I want to shout out the trenches. I want to shout out the rack. I want to shout out Fred. I want to shout out Dama. I want to shout out TJ. I want to shout out Big Mike. You feel me? I want to shout out everybody on earth. I want to shout out you. You watching this, I'm shouting out you. You feel me? I love you, and I hope you love yourself. Gang shit, what we on. Free the troops, we the troops. Slap.
Ain't nobody gon' fuck with us. Ain't no one-on-ones. You getting jumped like double dutch. Cuz gon' come with one. I'm gon' come with one. Bro gon' swing two.